Okay, so let's talk about the dismissal of mental health problems in the black community. Now, the black community, we're known to substitute getting mental help from things like going to the barber shop, beauty salon type deal. But those type of places have kind of turned into negative cesspools now. They're not what they used to be for the black community. And of course, we had the church. The church was definitely a big thing for help and guidance mentally for the black community. But as you see now, as a whole, a lot of black people are stepping towards a more spiritual outlook. So we're not necessarily in the church like we used to be. So where does that leave us? So we have to learn how to self-regulate. And we most definitely need to make sure that we're seeking professional help, whether that's you going to a psychiatrist, whether that's you reading up on things, going on YouTube, searching on the things that you know that you need help with on a mental health level, and identifying things that you may have issues with. Don't be afraid to write down symptoms that you notice with yourself. Shoot, don't even be afraid to write down certain things that you keep hearing reoccurringly from other people that they're telling you. Look up certain symptoms to see where it is that you can start to identify certain things with yourself. And if you find that you have a lot of symptoms, that's when you go seek professional help and you verify, hey, I may have you know, a suspicion that I may have ADHD, like myself. I have a suspicion that I may be depressed or I'm suffering from schizophrenia or whatever the case may have you. But one thing that we have to do in the black community is make sure that we are getting our mental health checks. And I understand that historically, especially in places like the South where I'm from, getting insurance, especially at the middle class and lower class levels, at salary, it's almost impossible. Insurance, usually through your job, takes almost half your paycheck, and it's already bad with the wages that are already available to us for the most part in southern states. So for the most part, getting insurance is very hard. So even when we do get insurance, usually the first thing isn't for us to think to go get mental health checks and things of that sort. But we need to make sure that that's a thing. And of course, we have to start making sure that maintaining our presence, being present, make sure that we are present as much as possible. The more present we are as a people, the more conscious decisions that we can make. In my opinion, being woke, being truly woke, is being present, being aware, not asleep, not an autopilot, being aware of every single choice and action that you're making, not just going through the motions and just saying what you think needs to be said and just doing what you think needs to be done. Consciously making decisions and consciously speaking what you really feel. And if you question yourself, if you're a present person, here's a few things that you could ask yourself, or here's a few things that I can tell you that can help you identify if you have an issue with being present. And these are issues that I suffered with myself and still is a continuing battle for me, but every day it's getting easier and easier and easier. So I thank myself and I pat myself on the back. So here's some things that you could ask yourself to see if you're remaining present. Are you consistently at night or whenever you have time to yourself, you're relaxation time, whether that's on your way home from work or whatever makes you start to think and ponder on yourself. Are you consistently regretting things that you said or things that you did that day? That's a very big symptom of having issues remaining present. Guilt is another one. Guilt is a issue that will continuously keep you in a cycle of the past. I'll explain it. If you're remaining guilty, so let's say you had an issue or you made a mistake in the past, and for whatever reason, you continuously think about that issue. You're always thinking about the thing that you did. You're constantly thinking about that mistake or the thing that you said, whatever happened. Do you realize while you're thinking about this thing that's already gone, done, in your past, way behind you, as you're living in the present moment, while your mind is focused on the past, you can't focus on the present. That's why you may have issue number 2, remembering things. If you're not remembering things, if you're constantly forgetting things, ask yourself, is my mind on what I'm actually supposed to be doing right now? Or is something playing in my mind that I'm feeling in the past? Or am I consistently thinking of what's going to happen or what did happen? Am I consistently worrying? Are you literally washing the dishes and not thinking about washing the dishes? Are you washing the dishes and thinking about something that happened a couple weeks ago? That's why you're not remembering. You're on your way to work, and the only thing that's on your mind is something that's going to happen, could happen, did happen, instead of what's actually happening right in front of you. There's a car in front of you. Look, no, I'm just playing. God bless you if you're listening to this on the way home, driving. But remember to stay present. Presence is key.